right, this is where we sort of leave the tour, as it were, and move on to our own independent stay. We had booked an extra day through the tour group, but this morning is the end of that, and now we're here on our own dime, so to speak. So we've had to turn in our key cards, as we'll be getting new rooms this evening, but not until 3 o'clock. In the meantime, we've been recommended that Sunday is probably the best time to head out to Akihabara, or maybe it's just that Akihabara is the best place of the 3 locations that we want to go to on a Sunday. So that's where we're headed. Incidentally, I sort of apologize for not having done this yesterday. I really hadn't expected to have such a good time out at Sunshine City, but this is how it is. Oh, we're walking against the light. Not like there's a lot of traffic here, but still. Sometimes I think that the camera gets in the way, even as much as I really do want to have these things recorded for posterity and for the sake of my limited memory. But still, that's how it is. Now we just head on to the subway and make our way to another neighborhood and see what it's like. It occurs to me that while I've been complaining how nothing is open up until 9, or in this case probably till 10 o'clock, I probably don't have the right to do that. If we showed up at Woodfield, say, at this hour, everything would be closed up too. It's still a little confusing to get on the right train, going the right direction, but since this is a ring line, that's sort of not an issue. The place looks different. This must have been because I took a different gate out of the station, but we are here in Akihabara, now to figure out where we're going from here. Our first stop in here is an electronics shop, because Akihabara, as well as being an otaku, is basically electronic city for Tokyo. And these places are big. 6 floors of various electronic gadgets and appliances and what have you. And then more beyond that, it's like a department specifically for electronics. And it is chaotic in the extreme. Okay, we're not quite here yet, but I think this is where I came out from last time I was here. Again, it was only for a brief time, so I don't remember very well, but we might as well give it a try. I considered stopping into the Hotel Metz that is supposedly right behind us, but apparently it doesn't start for a couple of floors, and I'm not going to get into an elevator to a hotel where we don't have a spot in. So we're just going to be going in here blind, which honestly is no different than when I was here the last time. So yeah, this is definitely the Akihabara I remember walking through last time around. I'm pretty sure we're on the main drag. It starts out as office buildings here and then just gets way more colorful really quick. We're here at about the quietest time that we could be. It is just a little after 10 o'clock when things start to open up on a Sunday. So this is probably as little chaos as we can expect from Akihabara. It occurs to me that one thing that makes this place and everywhere else in Japan a little overwhelming is just how small the rows are and how low the signs hang. It's almost confining for somebody of Daniel's height. Even I'm thinking it's slightly claustrophobic, but I can deal with it. It's just kind of hard to get used to. Don't remember getting this far up in the Don Quixote, because now it isn't really. They say don't bring unpaid product up here, because they've got an arcade here on the 6th floor. And it is every bit as big as the rest of the place, and every bit as crowded with stuff. Fortunately, not so many people have gotten here yet, so it's not crowded with people yet. I described Don Quixote before as a pachinko parlor meets a department, and it's a whole lot more like that than that. All kinds of arcade games here, skill, and wine. It's really something, and it's a bit overwhelming for both of us. I keep forgetting you're not supposed to film in there, but at least they're, again, playing the gaijin card. You don't know any different type of thing. It's already starting to get a little more crowded here. It's a good thing that we've got most of our shopping done, or at least more than we expected to do already. Well, spent too much time at the Don Quixote, and then we find some other spot. It is mostly anime goods in it, obviously, and then comics on the second floor. There is 4 more floors to the store, but it's all R18. And okay, another visit and another thing bought, and we're emptying out onto a completely different section of the neighborhood. And this is one I don't think I've seen either, so we're gonna have fun looking around. So many things to see and probably purchase if you wanted to. This would have been heaven for Daniel, except that we're afraid that things might not plug in once we got home and used American outlets. Wouldn't want to blow something out that we bought there, but it certainly is appealing once you can make your way around. Of course, not everything gets our attention. I mean, it gets our attention, but it's not something we're terribly interested in. Still, the fact that it exists is kind of impressive too. Not just a store, but a themed cafe inside for Warhammer 4000. They literally have something for just about every fandom out there here. Of course, on the subject of cafes, they have no end to maid cafes. And there was one of these inside of the Don Quixote on the 5th floor. It's actually a chain, which is amazing to contemplate, but I suppose if it can be made into a business, it can be made into a franchise.